Hi, I'm Carol Nicholson here on Mansfield Adult Day Health Center Update, and I have two guests in the studio today, and one of them you will recognize because she's been my guest many times before. Actually, it's a co-program here. It's Karen Amato, who is the director of Mansfield Adult Day Health Center. Karen, thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you for asking me again.
And most importantly, thank you for bringing along Nonie. Nonie Romano is actually attends the Adult Day Health Center. And
Yes.
how long have you, welcome Nonie, I'm so glad you could be here.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here. I'm proud to be here.
I can kind of tell that. You're just sitting there proudly. Now, how long have you been attending Mansfield Adult Day Health Center?
A year and a half, I think.
Okay, all right.
I think, yeah, over a year. Year and a half.
And you come, how many days? Do you come every day?
I come 5 days a week,
Wow.
Monday to Friday.
Oh, good. That's, so
It's my second home. I love it.
Oh, I'm so glad to
They're
hear.
very, very, very good to me. And I learned so much by being here.
That's good.
And they're all good to me. From the head nurse to the everybody.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
assistants.
Yeah. Well, you know, you're a pleasure to have as a participant. I'm sure Karen will agree. We have some wonderful folks that attend, and you've gotten to make new friends here, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah. And, you know, I was just going to ask Karen a question because I know you come 5 days a week, and is that unusual or typical? Karen, can you just talk a little bit about that? Like you have people that come sometimes just 1 day a week, right?
Yes, we do. We have people who come 1 day a week, some who come 2 days a week. I would say that the majority of them do attend 5 days a week, though.
Wow.
And then probably 2 to 3 days a week. Very rarely do we have someone who comes 1 day a week, only because we try to encourage them to come additional days, so that way they can get acclimated to the routine of the center a little quicker if they're coming at least a few days a week.
Right. So it's kind of a routine for you, Nonie,
Yes.
right? You must get up in the morning. Kind of tell me about that. Is it hard for you to get up to come?
I live with my grandson and his wife and his little boy, like I said, and they go to work early in the morning, and we get up at about 5:30 in the morning. I go to bed at 8 o'clock every night, because at first I have to watch my ball game, my baseball game.
You have to watch that, but that's right.
I
When I
love
first met
baseball.
you, you have
Yeah.
a pennant, a Red Sox pennant. Oh,
I'm sorry, not a Red Sox. I don't want a Yankee.
I'm sorry. Oh my God.
That's all right.
And how come you are a fan of the Yankees? Tell me about that.
Well, it's a long story. My parents came from Italy. My father spoke broken English, and he loved all Italian ball players. And I had 3 brothers. One was neutral. My other brother was a Yankee fan, and the other brother was a Red Sox fan. So they used to be at the dinner table every night. There used to be arguments, not bad arguments, just
Yeah.
back and forth,
Back and forth.
kibitzing back and forth. And my father loved Joe DiMaggio. And he, like I said, he loved the Yankees. And we all grew to, except the one who was a Red Sox fan. He doesn't like the Yankees.
Oh, he's
but
so funny.
God bless him, he's up in heaven right now. But anyway, they were back and forth, bickering and bickering. But so I was the youngest one, and I got to love, because we love baseball, and I got to love the Yankees. Yeah. And till this day, I love the Yankees.
Okay, and we won't hold that against you
No.
at all. I actually have some relatives that are sort of on that same page, so that's a funny thing. It's true. I did know that you watch baseball as much as you can, don't you?
Yes, I'd rather watch baseball than
Anything else.
comedy shows or
Thing
anything.
like that.
I love my baseball.
Now, kind of talking about that, because that feels like a recreational kind of thing. What things do you do at the Adult Day Health Center that you really enjoy doing, some of the activities?
Oh, we play bingo, we play cards, we have spelling bees, and there's a lot of games we play, and they're so done in a way that they make you enjoy them.
That's great.
More than ever. And we have good food.
I was going to ask you about
We
the
have a good
food.
cook and Paul.
Yeah.
Paul's the best.
Okay.
And we play games, we read, whatever we want to do.
What do we, in the
It's
morning, we do
very-
exercise?
we have current events read
good.
to us every morning. We have current events by Amy.
Yeah, that's
And,
when I captured you today to come over and do the program. You were in the midst of current events, and I really wasn't a big, I walked in and they were like, come on, we have something to do here. We have to know what's going on every day. I think that's so
Yes.
important. And you, from current events, then you have usually a physical activity after that?
And then we have games.
That's great.
Like the games would be like, like a spelling bee or like, guessing games. And then right on the board, we fill in the words with the letter that we're looking for
That's great.
and the words.
It really keeps your mind going.
And,
yeah.
and I'll tell you something, it makes you relive
Oh, nice.
what you didn't know when you were younger, when we were younger, when we didn't understand, but we know now because we have the current events. And there's enough I can say from all the people that work in here, the assistants, the nurses are wonderful, and they take care of you well. And a few people, new people that I know came in here their first day, I just went up myself and told them, you're going to like it here. Give yourself a chance. Give yourself a day or two, and you'll like it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And if they needed a spokesperson for this place, believe me, I'd be the first one to would raise my hand, because I love everybody in here, and everything is just up to date.
That's
I love it.
Yeah, and you said that before we started the program. You said I was really proud to represent
Yeah.
the Adult Day Health Center, and I'm just taken back because, Garrett and I have talked on this show many times about the things that we do at the
Yes.
Adult Day Health Center, but having someone who's experiencing it and seeing your perspective is so important,
Yes.
And I want to kind of bring up now, because you might be one of the older folks that attend, and I'm not
Yes.
going to ask ages not in front of the audience, but I'd like to just talk a little bit about the fact that there's all ages that attend, and you talk
Yes,
with and
different
have,
ages.
different activities. Everybody's kind of together and getting along. Would you agree?
We all, when you get to know one another, believe me, you make a lot of friends. You have a lot of friends that they help you, whatever you need, if you need it. But I can't say enough that this place is, I love it here. It's my second home.
Oh, I guess it couldn't get too much better than that, huh? So
Yeah.
Karen, I'm so glad that you were able to bring Nonie over, because I think, hearing it from someone that's living it is very important. Now, it's summertime, and we have, just this week, we were at a local family festival and got to speak with people. Are there any new things going on at the center that you'd like to talk about?
Well, this year we had a young Eagle Scout who built raised garden beds for us at the center and planted vegetables, and that has been a treat for the clients at the center. We have one who waters them every single day. We have a few who go out and help to weed them out a little. But it's been nice because it's full of vegetables, so we've actually taken some of the vegetables and cooked them up in the kitchen.
I noticed that some of them have all been chopped off, and I'm like,
Yes.
good,
Yeah, and have served them to the clients, so they've gotten to experience the fruits of the work that has been done by our Eagle Scout there. So
It does
we'd
look
like to
nice
thank
too,
him.
and they keep growing too.
Yes.
Like you cut some of the kale down, or
Right.
and the Swiss chard, and it just keeps growing.
Right, and right now we have a lot of tomatoes which are getting ready to ripen.
You do have some
in
beautiful
there.
tomatoes. Oh, she's got her eye on those.
I know, Nani's going to make some nice sauce,
Yeah,
right?
well, your goals are not. I think I don't blame you for having your eye on those tomatoes, because they are looking
Yeah,
good.
we have some different sized tomatoes. So we have the little cherries, and then we have the full, more beefy tomatoes that are growing.
That's great.
And we've got a good selection there. So hopefully we'll be able to pick those soon as well.
Oh, that's good. Well, yeah, I'm so glad you brought that up, because even the rose bushes and everything else growing in the courtyard is just enhanced by the
Right.
things growing at a higher level. I just think it looks good, and it's so practical, because people are not having to bend over.
Right,
That's so
right.
good.
And it is, and they're really enjoying it. You know, it's a whole thing of horticultural therapy is good for people. They can get out there and watch something grow and cut it down and see sort of like the fruits of the labor, more or less.
Right,
So
yeah.
it's been a good experience, and I'd like to thank the Eagle Scout Finn for what he did, and he is part of Mansfield Boy Scout.
Yes,
too, so.
right. No, actually, it's a Foxborough Boy Scout. We'll
It's a
say that.
Foxborough? Oh, I thought it was
And
Mansfield.
Yeah, I know, but he thought of us, and his mother happens to work at HESCO, and so she thought of our center as being the beneficiaries of that type of a project, and it really looks good, and I think it's really added another dimension, and I think that's terrific. And is there anything else going on? Like, I know, well, actually, probably Nonie could speak to this. I do always notice that around World Series time, there's always celebrations when it comes to football and baseball. And you probably were there last year when they have like a week, don't they? And they have the pennants out and everything like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Bet you that's...
Well, sometimes when Amy reads the newspaper that we have every day morning, the current events, she said, Nonie, how did the Red Sox do last night? How did the Yankees do? Well, she first said the Red Sox. Naturally, her heart belongs there. But then when she said, and the Yankees, Nonie, I said, yeah. I said, but you can say what you want to say. They're in first place. The Red Sox are down the cellar. As much as I don't like to admit it, but that's the way it is.
That's the way
but
it
you
is.
have to like the Yankees because they're all good ball. For my part, they're all good ball players, good teams. They make a living. It's a living for them.
It's a pretty good living, I'd say.
Yeah,
A very good living.
big time.
Yeah, big time. I would say that.
But I like it because at the center we all speak our own mind. What team we like. We got some nice men and women in there. They're probably not too much on baseball or football, but they know a little of it. And I got a few friends, women friends that I made that I got them going for the Yankees.
Oh, you do?
I got about 3 of them.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That was a hard sell, too.
I know, she's converting people
You're
over
very
to Yankee
convincing. You're very convincing.
They originally came from Connecticut.
Oh, so
So
they
you
were,
must know Connecticut
Yeah.
is
they could go either
like
way.
Yankee country.
Yeah, I kind of
So that's why I guess they like
Yeah, they're
they like
open
the
to it.
baseball.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think that this has been a great opportunity to hear from someone, and I don't know what it took us, why it took us so long, but that doesn't mean we won't have other folks. But I guess I want to give Nonie the opportunity. Is there anything else that you would like to share about your experience at Mansfield Adult Day Health Center?
They help you out in any kind of way that you need help. And they're always smiling, and as far as the assistants, they're always the nurses, then always, and the assistants, they're always smiling. They're there to help you, whatever you need. Am I right?
You're right. You are right. You are correct.
They help you in every way you need. But if I had my life to live again, believe me, I would come here from when I was a little kid. I'd come to the center because I love it. And when there's a new people to come, and I go up to them and I ask them, just not to be nosy, I just ask them, how do you like it here? Well, they miss it first. They miss home. They make it, I said, that's all right. Give yourself a chance. Give yourself a couple of days, and you'll be all right. And I met these people after. I purposely went up to them and asked them, how do you feel now? Good. I like it. I like it. They miss home, naturally.
Sure.
But home is here too, because this is where you get help. And everybody here, everybody at the center, I don't know where they come from, but they're all good people. And as I said before, from the assistant to the cook, they're wonderful. And I'm very happy that I'm here. And like I said, this is my second home. If I had my life to live over again, believe me, I would be here.
Well, you know what? You are a wise woman. I thank you for coming on and sharing your experience at the center. And I know that you're a great advocate to new people, and I think that's very important for them to hear it from someone that's already been there, done that.
Yeah.
And I think that's very important. So I want to thank you for coming and being our guest, Nonie.
Thank you for asking me. If you ever need just call me.
I got your number.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I got your number.
Yeah.
And I said we'd all be sitting down because when I stand up and Nonie stands up, there's a little difference in our height, would you say?
Oh, you believe me, the first day I met her, am I right?
Yeah.
Where did you come from? I looked up at her.
Yeah, there's a little
But
difference,
she's
but
beautiful. You're beautiful.
thank you. Well,
Yeah.
you're pretty beautiful yourself, so thanks again
I
for
love
being our
you.
guest. And Karen, thanks for bringing Nonie over.
Yes.
And we will be back again, and we hope that we see you all again. And if you have any interest in knowing any more about Mansfield Adult Day Health Center, it's simply a call away at 508-339-2119. So thanks for being with us, and we'll see you next time.